Hey guys, it's Wolf here. Welcome to this video. So the crypto winter is here. Like you can see in the markets, everything is just grinding down. The bear market is here. We are at the boring lows. So I wanted to create this kind of like video to motivate and inspire you who are probably new to markets and are like kind of like emotionally attached to the prices of things and are like freaking out right now. Oh, everything is going down, blah blah blah, all that basic stuff. Okay, so I created the crypto winter toolkit. Okay, so this is for you who are freaking out right now and are being like, what is happening? Holy moly, things are going down so fast. And if you can't see light in the light at the end of the tunnel, this video will help you. Okay. So let's jump in right into it. Quickly before we start this video, I want to show you that this is nothing new. This has been happening, and I want to show you one of the good examples that a lot of people don't know about. So this actually, I learned this from the book called Random Walk Down on Wall Street. So this is actually the kind of like the first financial crash there ever was, and it's called the South Sea Bubble. Okay, so the funny thing about this is that like Isaac Newton, the man, the myth, the legend who created, there's Newton's third law, for example, is for every action there's opposite equal reaction. So this guy is incredibly smart. We are still using his kind of like a ideas and conclusions still in the modern world, because they are such fundamentals. But now Isaac Newton, no matter how smart he was, he got into the group thinking. And in this video I'm going to explain you what it is and why it's so, like, if you want to become millionaire and want to become rich, you need to avoid group thinking. Okay, so let's start here. So there was this South Sea Bubble. I'm not going to explain you how it got to the point, because that's beyond the point of this video, but just know that there was this crazy bubble and Isaac Newton even made mistakes. So even if you have, for example, right now you probably made some mistakes in the bull run, there's a high chance that you made mistakes or made mistakes in the bear market. Whatever it is that you constantly is right, you kind of like regret, and you're like, man, why did I did that thing? I had so much money back then, and blah blah, whatever it is, just cut the BS. It's past. Let it be past. Okay, don't drag it around and being like, oh, I lost this money, or I would have made blah blah blah. Nobody cares, so let's forget it. So I have same kind of stories. I literally in the last bull run I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, so I mean, just it is what it is. You make some, you lose some. But however, what you can do is learn from it. You have now, for example, if you entered the market in the last bull run, you now know what bull run feels like, and there's going to be build-up phase for that bull run, and let me explain you why. But you can see that this bubble happened 1700s, and we are still here. Okay, everything is people have made millions with stocks. Okay, so even though it seems like everything is going down, everything's crashing, just know that this is more normal market cycle. The market cycle, everything goes overvalued, then everything goes undervalued, then everything goes overvalued, then everything goes undervalued. So right now everything was crazy overvalued here, okay, and right now we are here where everything is crazy undervalued. It's getting to that point. So with that being said, you want to risk off here, and then you want to take risk here. So right now what I'm saying here is this is the time to buy. Now in this video I'm going to explain you like what I believe one should be buying in the bear markets, because I think that there are a couple of strategies. You can either be a trader or you can be an investor. Okay, so what I was in this last bull run, I was like kind of like trader. I bought low cap assets and then I made hundreds of thousands of dollars with them. But what I have realized that in that trading, people who are crazy wealthy won't trade, because that's not how you make wealth. Okay, because trading is activity, trading is entrepreneur. If you're a lot of people who are in crypto space are entrepreneurial, like you like action and you like stuff, right? But action is not correlated with wealth. Okay, working hard and looking at charts and drawing lines is not correlated with wealth, because if it would, I rather one email where I talk about like if you look at the Forbes 100 list, okay, like 5 top people out of those basically they are men who are in that list. But they got like, in 1 week they have like, or one day they have like 120 hours, those 5 people, but they still make more money than like billions of people who work hard 9 to 5 jobs. So this is trading is kind of like you work very hard looking at the charts and you have tons of action, but the results are not great. Okay, and what I do is my point of view. I completely stop trading. I don't care about, because I understood, as I have read tons of billionaires. Like, my goals are freaking billions. A lot, if you look at a lot of YouTube videos, they are like blah blah blah, I bought, Lamborghini and stuff like that. I don't really care. I want billions of dollars because I want to have tons of wealth. I want to help this planet with that money. Okay, I have tons of, like, I have make crazy big visions, and I do want to get the like Lamborghinis and stuff like that. But you can't really afford a Lamborghini unless you have, like, in my opinion, unless you have like at least 50 to 100 million. You can't get that kind of like mansions and stuff. Like, you have to get a lot of money, okay? Because in some of the old movies that probably have affected our brain is that if you are a millionaire, you are set. Well, today's inflation, $1,000,000 is truly like me. This is how I think about it. Okay, $10,000 is like 1K. Okay, 100K is like $10,000. Okay, 1 milli. Okay, is like 100K. Okay, and 10 milli is like 1 million. So in order to you to be quote unquote millionaire, you at least need 10 million. Okay, so I create this membership. I have this membership, the Golden Crypto Portfolio, where I believe that anybody who is right now here watching these videos and are in the bear market can become quote unquote millionaire, in a sense that it's like having 100. It's like having 100K. I mean, everybody can get there, and having a million is great. Like, it's great. You have tons of money, but if you want truly that kind of like FU money, you at least need. I've been reading this one book called, I can't remember his name, but he's Felix something, and he made crazy amount of money. He's not the smartest one, but he's just hardworking, and he got the opportunity and trend. He started a computer magazine back in 1990s when the computers first came, and he talked about like what he wished that he would have done: get $60 million, and then you can do whatever the frick you want. Okay, so that's why if you are in the part of my newsletter, I always talk that my next so last year I made like almost $500,000 at my peak of the portfolio, right? But that's not enough, and I was not as knowledgeable as I am right now, because I have just learned. After I got the money, I started really like learning this stuff, because I got experience with having money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have been broke your whole life, it's like it's a different game to actually have some money. Okay, so now I have really started understanding that, like, if you are under 1 million, it's nothing. Like, it's literally nothing. So at least 60 million. Like, this is very low sum still, but at least 60 million. Okay. Actually, how to get here? Okay, how to do this? Now, understanding that the cycle just keeps going on, blah blah blah. It goes up. We have overpriced, underpriced, overpriced, underpriced, and right now we are in crypto space, which is exponentially growing. Space. If you look at new magazines go like this. Okay, every year the magazine industry is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but every year blockchain industry is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you are in exponentially growing industry, and also you are in a market cycle where currently it's a downturn. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get the right knowledge and right information so you can start compounding money like freaking like a machine. Okay, so in the bull run, let me show you here. In the bull run, everything gets overvalued. There's a couple of peaks that, for example, if you remember, the YouTubers Alex Becker and stuff, then the Kale Crypto or something like that. These were some of their calls. Okay, but they went from completely 0 to 100 here, and now we are back here. And now, as we are back here, everybody quits. Okay, I'm not saying to buy these assets. I'm not buying any of these, but I'm just showing you these, that a lot of the assets got very overpriced here in the bull run. But right now, in the next what's next part of the market cycle is the bear market, which is boring lows. So the prices literally go like this. Let me show you wheat. I remember in the last bull cycle in or bear market cycle 2018 to 2020. I remember looking at VeChain. Let me show you how this game is going to play out. This is how it's going to play out. Okay, like you can see here right now, we have just started. This is what it's going to be, the bear market. It's going to be like this. Okay, so it's going to be, nothing is going to happen. It's going to be so boring, everything is just going down. But at some point when the bull run starts, those who have built positions, those who have created diversified portfolio, bought blue chip assets, not BS assets that have a very high chance of going to zero in the bear market or not making any gains in the next bull run, and just dollar cost averaging like a robot in this bear market. Okay, no matter if you're starting with $500, no matter if you're starting with $1, I don't really care. If you start building the habit of building the wealthy habits that I'm sharing with you in this video, you will become crazy wealthy, because remember, it's an exponentially growing industry here. So you don't have to be a genius to get crazy money. Okay, I'm not a genius, but I last bull run I still managed to make crazy kind of money, but in the next bull run I'm just going to the old, like, net level is going to be insane. Okay, because here in 2018 I slept through the opportunity because I couldn't see it, but right now I'm so passionate about it. I really want you guys to understand this, because right now we are entering this opportunity here. This is where the big money is going to be. Everybody else is going to quit, but as you're watching this video, you're one of the only ones who are going to be here and who are going to reap the rewards. And let me tell you, the rewards are sweet as freaking hell. Okay, in the next bull run you will cry. You can't even, when you start making gains like from here, you have a dollar cost average it here, some asset that you believe in, and it's a blue chip, you have dollar cost average it here for a year, and when it finally starts to pump to the freaking heavens and you make money by the freaking minute, you just make 10k. Next day you look at, you have made 100k. Next day you look at, you have made 500k. Next day you look at, you have made million. Next day you look at, you have made 2 million. Like, I mean, it's insane. So I want you to guys think about that. Truly think about that, because that is the where this thing is heading. Okay, so with that being said, so right now we are here. So what I'm doing, I build a list of tokens. I have a list of tokens that I'm dollar cost averaging in, and here's how you want to make the dollar cost averaging in. I made this mistake back in 2018. So here's how you want to dollar cost averaging. You made diversified portfolio. You buy high caps with low risk plus high reward, because again, this is not possible in the stock world. Well, a couple of growth stocks that I'm also looking at stocks, and there's tons of opportunities in stocks because people don't understand anything in this world. And as I have started to get gains of tons of knowledge, I understand that there's massive opportunities to make crazy money. So I'll talk about that later on. But in crypto, low risk, high reward plays. These are like 10x to 20x. These are like you get the it is like you get the 10x your money. Like if you put like 10k, you get the 100k back. It's like fine. Or if you put like 100k, you make 1 million, or something like that. But these assets will not go to zero. So whenever you put money here, they will not go to zero. But at the end of the bull run, you make money. Then you buy also, what I'm buying is mid caps. These will 20x to around 50x. Okay, these will make you mega money. These will make you like money. Okay, and then we have the low caps. These are the holy grail. These are the stinky ones. These are what Alex Becker is all about. These are the nasty, like 3 a.m. like red light street stuff. What Alex Becker talks about. And these are the 100x picks, guys. These are the smelly ones. These are the skunk ones. But these can just absolutely make a killing, because when you build a portfolio like this, you already have at least are going to 10 to 20x your money. So you are not going to lose money. A lot of people, when they build their portfolios, they have like full low caps, or they have one token in their portfolio. You can't do that. You can't be wealthy. If you look at Warren Buffett, he has like millions of like companies in his portfolio, like literally like insane amounts of money and insane amounts of diversification. So here you want to start diversifying in the blue chip assets that you truly believe in and have the most user adoption, are the leaders in the space. Okay, and when you do this, let me show you what happens. Now, as you diversify, however you did diversify, let's say that one of these low caps is going to is 1% of your portfolio. In the next bull run, when it goes 100%, but 100x, okay, so which is 10,000% gain, it suddenly becomes like 30% of your portfolio, because the gains are just astronomical. If you put like even just a couple of like $100 into it, or like let's say like $2,000, you will make like hundreds of thousands of dollars with it. Okay, and then you take that money and then you invest it again. You kind of like recycle. I will talk about that in the next bull run as we are going to start making insane money. But I have the strategy continues. But this is like what I want, what I'm doing right now. So I'm creating these assets. I'm building the portfolio. I'm in dollar cost averaging in this whole bear market here. Boom, 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 every single freaking day. No mercy, no mercy, guys. Like no mercy. I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything. I just freaking dollar cost averaging because I know in the next bull run it will just flip. And by the way, one of the things that I also want to cover here. By the way, I'm not buying VeChain right now. I'm not buying any of these tokens. I want to make it clear. Another thing that I want to cover here is that, let me show you here. Well, let's actually use Ethereum. I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin because you can't build anything on top of it. Let's use Ethereum. So one of the things that Ethereum I want to show you here is that I remember 2018 bull run. It was great and all. Like it was back here when in 2018 bull run, I was like shocked. It was insane. Everybody was screaming. Everybody was like, this is the next paradigm. Like everything is going to break. But look how small this is compared to the 2021 bull run. Look how the size is just like ridiculously bigger. Like it's 3x bigger. The hype was insane last year in 2021. Now, as we are in the exponentially growing industry, the next bull run it will be like 3 times this. Okay? It will, like I'm telling you, it will be ridiculous. It will be like you won't, like you will just you can't even believe it's possible. But it will be ridiculous because right now we are in the block space is very needed, and right now we're in the middle of big companies truly transitioning to crypto. Okay, we are in this kind of like a growth space. I have this book called, where it is, it's called Crossing the Chasm. Okay, where the author, Jeffrey Moore is the creator of this book, or writer of this book, author, and he talks about like going from 0 to 100 is very hard to get the kind of adoption, but we are in the just midst of making the transaction from actually companies will start using this stuff, and that's when the massive run happens. So one of the picks in my opinion is Ethereum will, like I'm very it's I'm very sure about it, but of course there's always risks that can come here. But Ethereum, I think that it at least will 10x in the next bull run, which is a very safe pick, for example, if you're building a diversified portfolio. Okay, very safe, and low risk, but the returns are still 10 to 20x. Okay, in my opinion, Ethereum. So anyway, so now as we are in the crypto winter, here's how the profit. Okay, the key here is cash flow. If you are not currently getting any money in, so in 2018 I was by the way, I'm dollar cost averaging in, like from 2018 to 2020, if you would have bought Ethereum anywhere between here, you would have made crazy money. Like it's just from here, from $100 to $4,000, almost $5,000, you would be happy. Or if you would have bought 300, you would be happy. So it doesn't really matter like where you buy in the bear market, because its prices are already 73% of the all-time highs. Okay, and look how like it's just, so all-time high was 1k here, and here it was already like 4k. So I think that in the next bull run we are going to go even higher, because here what hindered the growth is Ethereum's layer 2. Like it didn't really have layer 2, and the only project that did the layer 2 literally was Matic as a side chain to scale it. But in the next bull run we will have Ethereum layer 2 scaling solutions rocking and rolling, and the gains will be just ridiculous. I mean this is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, so so dollar cost averaging in. Okay, so let me actually show you here. So now as the dollar cost averaging in goes every single month, so this is how I think that the whole game will play out. Okay, I think that we are going to have like so I've been talking about this on my email list. So I think that we're going to have like 6 months from here. So today is September 19th. I think that we're going to the boring lows, like this kind of like nothing is happening. Maybe we even go down and deep. I think that we are going to have some kind of like last kind of like dip here, which I think it's going to happen. So let me show here. So this is going to have then we are going to probably dip here, and this is going to be the next 6 months. Okay, and so it would take us, this cycle would take us like to March, January, February, March. So March 2023. Okay, And after that, I believe that the bullish momentum will start picking up again, because you know what, even though the prices fluctuate here on the bear market, the fundamentals, people are constantly building new stuff, okay? And when that happens, when the people have built crazy new technology and we start using it, it's going to be insane. That's when the bull run really happens. So here in 2020, for example, DeFi summer, it just hit like a bong. And also here was the printing started here. So if you look, I've been talking about in the email list and also in the membership. So if you time the bull runs, all of these bull runs in cryptocurrencies have been when Fed has been printing, so central bank has been printing USD dollars, and the printings were like, so here was like, I believe here was 2 trillion. So the first was 1 trillion, 2 trillion, and this last one was 4 trillion. And the next print, if this pattern 1, 2, 4 is going to print, the next pattern will be $8 trillion. They have to print $8 trillion to bail out euro bonds and Japanese bonds, okay? 8 trillion. So that combined with the technology of the next bull run and also the adoption, I'm telling you, this is your chance. This is truly your once in a lifetime moment. That's why I'm so excited about this, and you should be excited seeing the prices drop, because newbies are selling and they don't know what they're doing. But right now, as you're getting educated here right now, you will freaking crush it in the next bull run. Let me tell you again, you will freaking crush it. So right now, next 6 months, boring lows, prices go down, maybe crazy deep, and then we start to build the bullish momentum back on. Boom, 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 boom. So I think that this bullish momentum, it's going to be a slight uptrend like this, okay? And you can start feeling it on the crypto Twitter. I remember back in 2018. Let's actually use Bitcoin so I can show you it better. It shows better on the Bitcoin chart. I remember, because I was through the bear market, I remember when the bullish momentum started happening. I remember that feeling. Okay, I remember that feeling. So when it starts happening, I will let you guys know. I'm telling you, this is the best. Like, you are in a treat, guys, because I was here and I've been studying this stuff religiously. I've been studying tons of like investing and all this stuff. So I know, like, I have the experience and knowledge. It's going to be crazy. So here's it kind of like happened. So here we had the bull run, and then we started boring lows. People started selling, and then the final, like, okay, it's going to freaking zero. And then we started, look at here, we started building bullish momentum, and then boom, okay? So as we start building the bullish momentum, I think that's going to also take like 6 months to at least 6 to 10 months. No really knows, but these are just numbers that I think that are going to be kind of valid, because if you look at evolutionary psychology, for every 1 month of trauma, it takes 2 to 3 months for average human being to get over the trauma. So trauma from here to here was 6 months, constant, like, going down. Okay, a lot of newbies were left here, so so 6 month trauma here is at least like 18 months, right? So that's 1.3 years. So right now here, so we have already been here since the bear market has been at least like 6 months. So this would be another 6 months. The next boring low chapter, then another 6 months, which is like 12 month ish. And then in the next kind of after that, the next 6 months, I think we're going to just like skyrocket here. So my point is here is that I'm right now, this next 6 months, I want you, and I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm doing, and this is what I learned back from 2018. As soon as we enter bear market here, just get freaking as much cash flow as you can, and start investing and start dollar cost averaging in blue chip assets. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not advising you to do that, because I'm not an advisor. I'm just saying that what I wish that I would have done here, and what I'm doing this right now. I'm doing, like, as I'm recording this video, I'm doing this right now. Okay. So yeah. So it's insane. This is insane strategy. The couple of pitfalls is here that you don't know what you're buying. You have to know what you're buying. You have to study, and you have to have, because you have to understand. So this is a great quote actually from Naval Ravikant. So wealth is byproduct of understanding. Understanding. So you don't get understanding by being wealthy. You get wealthy by having understanding. So the first thing here is, don't just ape in. So there's a lot of these tons of tokens that people just ape in. Don't ape in on low caps. You have to build the portfolio slowly. I will talk about that in a second. But you want to build the position slowly. Okay. And you have to get understanding of what you're buying, and then just you have to have conviction, because the money comes from understanding something that other people won't understand or don't understand. I think that a lot of people are underestimating Ethereum, like a lot. Like when proof of stake happened, 26% sell off as soon as proof of stake happened. People don't understand proof of stake. It's a big deal. It is a very big deal. Biggest deal since Bitcoin, in my opinion. So I'm just saying. So, and then there's tons of other blue chips that I'm buying and dollar cost averaging. So you really want to get the understanding. So that's why I truly created the Golden Crypto Portfolio membership. And I was selling this portfolio for like $49 per month. Okay, I was selling this for cheap because I truly want to get every one of you in this portfolio, because I believe this is the truth. I mean, in the next bull run, it's going to be crazy, and I don't want you to be left out because you're right now here. You're a hustler. There's like where I'm from, there's not a lot of hustlers here, so that's why I'm doing this online. So and we have the world here. So I want to help you and your family, but I can't share the information for free simply because this is what I do to get. For example, right now, this is one of my income sources to get the cash flow. If I wouldn't do this, I would have to get do something else, right? So this allows me to create crazy a lot of content, allows me to share this, and allows me to get better picks for the next bull run, build absolutely incredible monster of a portfolio. Okay, and also there's the other reason, like when you pay attention. If I would give the information for you for free, you wouldn't do this. You know this. So when you get some kind of video for free, you never take action on it. You will just watch it and be like, huh, that's great. But when you actually pay it, you're like, shit, I paid for it, like I have to do it right now. And then you actually do it, and then you get the results, and you're like, wow, okay. So that's another reason here. And the third reason, and this is like the biggest reason, is I was selling it for $49, and then a lot of people who had like a little money came in the portfolio, and then they started charge backing the transactions. They wanted the $50 back. They came in the portfolio, looked at the information for free, and then they started charging back the money, and that almost freaking killed my Gumroad account, the thing that I'm using to host this platform. So I almost got all of my content deleted and everything. I happened to be able to just talk with the Gumroad, and because they're a very, very great company, and they didn't delete my account, but my payments and everything were froze for 30 days. Okay, so that's why I don't want to sell it for so cheap, because it attracts people who are cheap. Okay, and I would love to sell it for cheap so everybody could get in, but when I did that, it backfired like greatly. So now as I started increasing the price, I think it's just fair to pay the price because this is the best membership out there, and also it attracts people who really are serious to getting wealthy. If you get something for $20 a month, you think about you don't really take action on it, right? But if you pay $350 a month, or pay $750 every 3 months, you will take action. You will start taking action. Okay, I'm telling you, it's crazy. So, and this is something that when you take action on it, you will win. Okay, so but this is definitely not for everybody. Not everybody can do this, and not everybody can are qualified. But if you're watching if you're still watching this video, you are qualified. You don't have to have crazy IQ to do this stuff. And in the next bull run, think about, imagine being a millionaire. This is truly possible in the next couple of years without kind of any work. Okay, I'm literally doing the work, and I'm showing you everything that I know in the membership. It's insane, and it's continuously, it's lifetime. So as long as I have the portfolio up, and the membership up, you will have everything here. So it's insane. And I will update it daily. Another thing that I want to share with you on how I'm actually building the portfolio and the membership is that, like I showed you here, get peaks, and here's how you want to approach it. You want to build it slowly. Okay, so you have a list of tokens, boom, 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 boom. Okay, then you learn about the token, and then you buy a little. Okay, so then it becomes a position. And now as you have the position, again, when you pay attention. You have, for example, invested $50 to this token. Then you're like, oh, I have $50 here. Let me just learn more about it, because now you're more incentivized to learn about it. Then you learn a little bit more. Then you're like, okay, this is actually better than I thought. Then you learn a little bit more, and then you buy a little bit more. So then you build a position slowly, because we have time. Like I said, like I'm showing you, it's going to take a while. Okay, this bear market, 1 to 2 years at least. So when you do this for all of these tokens, boom, boom, boom. When the bear market is ending and bull market starts, you have built a diversified portfolio. You understand what you have in the portfolio, and you are prepared. Okay, and when the bear market it ends and the bull market starts, you have got a wealthy financial habits. Like a lot of people, when you build a portfolio with just one token, if you happen to get rich, that's gambling. This is investing. This is managing portfolio, managing risk, and diversifying. When the next bull run happens, you have a very good flow on like what you are doing, okay? And then you just kind of continue from there. And from there on, I will create more. I will show you how to like rotate the portfolio, and then also when you make crazy money, this is what you want to do. So when you, for example, let's say that you in the next bull run you made at least $1 million, and you're like, hey Wolf, like what's happening right now? Here's what you want to do. You want to diversify some of the stocks, because stocks because cryptocurrency is risky. Like you can see the market cycles are insane. Like so you want to when you make crazy money, you need to diversify in the growth like stocks, whatever you want to do. I'm diversifying in the growth stocks because I think that there's massive like when I have found the opportunities, it's just ridiculous. So growth stocks or stocks in general, whatever you want, just something boring that doesn't go to zero, right? Because let's say that you took like 200k to here, and then you look like 200k to here, and 200k to here, right, or something like that. Whatever, it's real estate or something like that, and I will talk about that later on. Or just like land, or something that doesn't go to zero. Then you have start building your net worth, because these don't go to zero. Crypto can, and it will in the next cycle, because again the cycle just repeats. Okay, but these don't go to zero. And what you ultimately want to do is you want to start investing in something that produces cash flow, because then you start earning, for example, with just a couple of 100k you start earning, or just 600k, you can start earning like at least 3 to 5k a month passive income. So then you don't have to work ever again, you don't have to go to 9 to 5 ever again, and then you can just repeat this in the next cycle. So this cycle takes like let me see here. So this cycle right now takes like to print like a 3 to 4 years, right? Maybe even up to 5 years if it goes crazy long. But then the next one is going to be the same thing. Okay, so in 10 years, if you do this, okay, a lot of people can't think this ahead. They're like, I want the money now. I'm like, yeah, chill. Okay, this is how you do it. So then you get the million, and then when you do the same trick here in the next bull run, that's when you have like in 10 years you will have like 100 million. Okay, and then you are just like whatever you want to do. In just like think about if you're right now 37, you are only 47, and if you are 27 right now, you're only 37. So you're under 40 and you have already 100 million with this plan. I mean, it's insane. This is like, nobody talks about this. No one really talks about this. This is seeing ahead of the curve. And what you need to execute this is not tons of knowledge, time, and energy to invest it into this, and you have to take this seriously. Okay, so that's why I truly like this is my plan, and this is what I'm executing with the golden crypto portfolio. And the golden crypto portfolio is true for this cycle only. Okay, as I become a multimillionaire, like at least 2 to 10 million to at $2 to $100 million in the next bull run in the year. Okay, I will make. I don't know if I continue the golden crypto portfolio. I will probably do it, but I will have to do it some type of other way. I'm not going to like when I have 100 million. I probably don't want to do this type of videos. I don't know. But but the prices are definitely going to rise like at least 100k for the access to the portfolio, and so this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get in. Okay. So I'm really pushing hard the membership because I truly want everybody to get in, because this is the golden ticket. Okay, I wish that somebody would have shown me this type of video or this type of information back in 2018. I already would have like $100 million. Okay, so you can see some of these low caps, and yeah. So by the way, here's how you want to build it. So right now we are in the bear market. So next 6 months, what I'm doing right now for the next 6 months. So let's imagine that we are. Okay, and so we had, and this is going to be crazier. Okay, so this is the next bull run, and this is the momentum building stage. Okay, here, and here is the actually bull run, and we are right now here. Okay, and this is going to take like 6 months, and this is going to be like 6 months, and then the bull run here's probably 6 months, and then we are entering to the crazy zone. After that, it's it's GG, guys. If you have acquired positions here when this starts, I mean GG. You just put your feet up and you will become crazy rich. Okay, I'm telling you, it's like it's not even that far away. I'm telling you, stop thinking so like from 1 month to here. Start thinking in years. If you can do that, you are so ahead of the curve. So here, I'm buying here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here. Every single day. And here's how I'm doing it. Here's how I'm buying. Okay. Then this, actually I'm going to use this one. So here, high caps. Okay, things that have low risk and high return. Here we are where I entered the mid caps. Things with higher risk but even higher return. And here, just before the bull run starts, I entered low caps, which are very high risk and very high reward. Okay, because this ensures that at least here, like no matter what, I'm going to at least 10 to 20x my money. Okay, so no matter what, so it's kind of like that. That's how you want to manage risks. You don't want, because this builds your your habit of managing risk. If you have $100 million or $10 million, you need, you to get to there, you need to manage risk. If you don't, you will lose all of that money. I'm telling you, I am telling you right now, you have to start acting right now like you already are a multimillionaire. If you don't, you will never become a multimillionaire. If you start just like, if you start only buy low caps right now, I mean, you are going, you can, and you probably will make money in the next bull run, but you will lose it all. Okay, and you will have to learn the hard way, and you don't have to learn the hard way. Like, this is how you want to do it. I'm telling you, think the game as a marathon, not just like a sprint. A lot of people are trying to sprint to the money. Like, I buy this one low cap. I'm looking for the one low cap that will turn 1,000x, and I don't have to work ever again. It doesn't work like that. When you make the money, then if you have got the money by gambling with one thing, your brain just got rewarded by gambling and taking massive risks. So what you're going to, not about two, you're going to do more of it, and at some point it will bite your butt and you will lose everything. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. It's the name of the game. And if you don't believe me right now, well, when you make that mistake, come back to me and I will show you the right way. And I'm showing it to you right now. Okay, so here 10x to 20x, low risk, high reward. Here mid caps, higher risk, higher reward. Okay, and here like crazy risk, crazy high risk, and crazy high reward. Okay, but I'm buying these low caps here in like I'm buying some here. Okay, but I'm really going to ramp up the buyings here later on. And right now what I'm still buying here is higher caps, like blue chip higher caps asset. Like these are I'm buying mid, high caps and low caps right now, but mostly I'm buying high caps here. Okay, because they are very undervalued right now. And let me show you here. So then let's use the yellow. So then here, so these are the mid caps, higher risk, higher reward. Then I start ramping up the buys here for the after. So this is like from March. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 2023 November. So this here is 2023 November, and this is 2023 March. Okay, so this is the time horizon when I'm start really ramping up the mid caps. I have already got positions on the high caps. Now I'm ramping up the mid cap, and then after that low caps. The same thing here, and then the portfolio has 10x peaks, 20x peaks, like 50x peaks, 100x peaks, and 1000x peaks. And if the peaks were right, and if you have, depending on your portfolio size and everything like that, in the next bull run it will be ridiculous. The money will be like absolutely ridiculous, because as showed you, it's exponential growing industry. And user adoption is coming. Like, it's truly like it's finally happening. Okay, companies have finally, like, we are getting there. Okay, so it is incredible. Okay, so this is what I'm doing with crypto. I also have NFTs that I'm going to do this exact same thing with NFTs with a little bit of twist. You can go to Wolf Lopez if you want to get more, learn more about that, but that's later on in the cycle. But it's same caliber of opportunity, and you can even make I think that the gains are just, if you remember, like CryptoPunks and the Bored Apes, the gains in the game is insane. So but this is what I'm doing. Okay, and it's for the time frame for here is again 2 to 5 years. No one knows how long this cycle is going to be, the bear cycle or bull cycle, but 2 to 5 years, I think that's like the average of the bull cycle. That's what has happened. So I think it's going to happen like this. Of course, it's the situation dynamic, but moves. But this is like overall like the view of here. So this is truly like you don't. So this is amazing because you don't. First of all, you don't have to work. If you wanted to make millions of dollars, you can either become entrepreneur, okay, and create value and attract capital by that attention that the attention gets. Capitalize on that, or you can invest in companies that are doing that, who are entrepreneurs. Okay, so if you can either do it yourself, or you can just take capital and, you know, make money, that like become a multimillionaire that way. And this is a skill that you acquire for the rest of your life. So that's why the portfolio is ridiculously low, because I'm going to share with you what I have. I have my library. I have literally like, at this point I have probably like over almost like 200 to 300 books in my bookshelf, and I have this year alone I have spent over $100,000 to educate myself. I'm telling you, I have insane information, and all of this is just blue chip information you can't get anywhere else. So I'm going to end this thing here with a quote. So this by Will Durant. You should read his books. He has a very good book about, so I have it here in my hand. For example, it's called The Lessons of History by Will Durant. Will and Ariel Durant. So this the winner of the Pulitzer Prize winner, which is insane. So he has a quote: "The man who manages men can only manage men who manage things." So which means that if you are man who manage things, for example, man who manages, for example, you use hammer to do some work, okay? You can maybe make a little money. If you manage men who manages things, so if you're a manager of the man who manages things, you will make more money. However, the man who manages money manages all. So the man who manages money, okay, aka investor who deploys capital, manages the man who manages things. Okay, so if you want to get wealthy, you have to become investor. Okay, an investor means that you put capital, and that capital works for you, and you make money later on. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. Okay, so I hope that you liked this video. This was a very insightful video. It was very all over the place because that's how I roll, baby. Okay, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. This looks beautiful, by the way. But so yeah, so the point of here, beautiful recap. So don't trade, start investing, because the man who manages men can only manage men who manage things. The man who manages money manages all. Thank you so much for watching. wolflopez.com. Join the Golden Crypto Portfolio right now, and thank you so much for watching, and peace out.